Oh, yeah, pipe smokers. Happy Friday. Yeah, it's October 4th, 2024. And this is the Paul Gilson YouTube channel. Yeah, and I'm Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy. That's me here. Yeah, look at, I got some Walsh Piper stuff up right there. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, hope everybody's week's been great. Hope you have the weekend off. So we're gonna smoke. My friend, let's just start something on fire, all right? I got this Rhodesia pipe, or you can call it Rhodesia, however you pronounce it. It's the best looking pipe that I own. And Mr. Mark Hill gifted this to me. We're very generous back and forth. Yeah, so inside of it is some Rever plug that you can't get here in the United States. Yeah. So Mark, well, let's set this on fire. You know, I gotta show it to you. All right, the Rever plug comes in like a candy bar plug, man. It is like, you just want to gnaw off of it, man. It's like unbelievable. Man, it comes just like that. I got a better specimen in here. Where'd you go? Yeah, look at that. That's some good plug. You could just like, you probably could. You could probably chew this stuff. Does he send me one? He says, you know, Paul, you know, what do you want me to send you? Something that you can't get? And I was like, look, you know, just a little bar of Rever plug. No, what does he send me? He sends me 4 bars of Rever plug. That's 200 grams. That's over 7 ounces. And so I always write down there, yep, my name, yeah, Rever plug, blah, 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 gifted from Mark Hill on such and such a date. Yeah, that's when I got it. So I'm dying to set this on fire. I haven't smoked this in so long. My buddy Mark doesn't play around like me. I don't play around. When I send him something, it's good. And when he sends me something, it's always, he's got to one-up me. He sent me this Greek pillar tamper from Jack the Piper. I use it all the time. Sends me finds out I like Ahab's Comfort, sends me a pound of it. It's like a lifetime supply. What the fuck, Mark? Oh. Rever plug, I love it. Oh my God. Some fresh Rever plug. I actually ordered 50 grams, which is 1.76 ounces, I think, about 4 years ago. because everyone was raving about it. And it cost me like $50 to get it here, including the cost of the tobacco. It was like, wow. And then I let it sit for one winter. We had a real cold winter. I was storing my tobacco, what I thought would be safe, just in their tins. Not true. You got to put them in. You got to put them in a mason jar. That's the only way to really preserve your tobacco the correct way. And they come in all kinds of different sizes. I like these 12-ounce ones. But when Mark sends me a freaking huge load of the same blend, I got to go to the quart size. So I was storing this 50-gram bar, and it dried out. The thing of it is, with that rubber plug, plug tobacco never rehydrates. This is quite the same as it was before. So it's so good to have some fresh rubber plug. Oh. I have to open up a beer. I do. Yeah. So today, in the mail, not only did we get the stuff from Mark Hill, aka Welsh Piper 62. Yeah. Oh, he sent me these cool stickers, man. Yeah, got them right up there. Then I got a couple of Eddie's badges, my good friend Eddie, and my friends that I have to have their addresses up here. I got those up there, Cheers, by the way. Oh, man. So, the other thing that I got on today was from my supplier for my Gilson pipes. I ordered 15 of the jumbo billiards. Straight, not bent stems. Well, they came with 2 different stems. It's always a surprise with my supplier. I love them, but it's a good surprise. And him and I will talk on the phone, sometimes an hour at a time. Took me a while for us to warm up. For him to warm up to me, and trust me, which he does now. I'm not going to reveal his name. So, it's past October 1st. Anybody that wants a large billiard, which that one right there is stained and going to get polished tonight. That one is oh yeah, that's John Newton's. pipe right there. Gorgeous briar, just phenomenal briar on it. That's John Newton's pipe. It's going to get stained, all polished up. Should go out Monday. These pipes are now $90. They take so long to make. I've never had briar like this briar ever before. The stems are unbelievable. They smoke phenomenal. The amount of work that I have to put up with them, you know. So they went from the introductory price, which was $70, so everyone got a little taste. And I got a lot of feedback. I've sent like 17 of these pipes out. And people are like, oh my God, I can't believe how good your Gilson pipe smokes. Well, it's not me. I didn't drill the holes and all that stuff. But whoever did 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago sure as hell knew what they were doing. And the briar is so dry, it just wicks up moisture, smokes so cool. But it's a lot of work. You know, you get a pipe in. All right, now I got to sand for 2 hours to get that stem to match up perfectly and everything to formulate and all of that stuff, you know. So, yeah. So, we'll be back in a nanosecond, and I'll show you what we have in. So, it's after October 1st, so the, where'd it go? The large billiards are now $90. The large Canadians are now $90. And the jumbo billiards, which I'm going to show you next, those are only $110. We'll be right back in a nanosecond. Okay, so we're back and we've graduated to a cigarette here. So this is, I want to show you the difference. And this stem is partially detached because the way it's my polishing method, okay? That is a large billiard. You can see it next to my thumb. That's a large billiard. That is a jumbo billiard. A little bit different in size. And these are $110. These are ginormous. I mean, they're gigantic. And they come with two stems. They come with a smooth, tapered, straight stem, or they come with this stem, which I don't know what kind of stem you'd call that. I probably should know. Is that like a saddle stem or something like that? I don't know. Those are the jumbo pipes, right? Right there. You can order them with two different stems. I don't know how many I have of either. So, going forward, the large billiard with a curved stem is $90. The large Canadian with a straight stem, obviously, is $90. The jumbo behemoth billiard is $110. And you have your choice between that and that. So I would get my orders in if you guys want one, because I ordered 15 of these. I don't know how many stems I have of these and how many stems I have of these. So if you want one, choose your stem. Yeah. We're going to go out in the garage soon. Yeah, we're going to take... we're going to take John Newton's pipe. That is a gorgeous pipe with gorgeous briar. Yeah. So I did get, I saw a text this morning from one of my friends and customers, Anthony. And Anthony says, hey, Anthony bought a really, really nice pre-enjoyed pipe from me. You know, it was an older pipe that I went through. I deghosted, polished it up, cleaned the internals and everything out. And he texted me and he says, I don't know how to tell you this, but the pipe that you sent me, down on the very bottom where the button is, he says there's still a little bit of dirt or whatever. Still, he says there's just still a little bit of, that oldness. Fuck, I'm losing my mind. Yeah, you call it corrosion or whatever. And he says, there's a couple little sand marks I can still see on the button of the mouthpiece. And I was like, oh man, and I saw that first thing this morning at like 6:30 when I woke up, and I was like, man, that's not me. What the heck is going on? We're real busy at work, and I texted him back and I says, hey man, I'll give you your money back, or you can send me the pipe back. I'll pay 100% of the shipping for you to send me back. Let me make it right. And to him it didn't seem like a real big deal, but I'm glad he mentioned it. And you don't want any like corrosion or any of that stuff still sitting from a vintage pipe in between where the stem meets the button. I guess there was a tiny bit, and then there was a couple tiny sand marks that I didn't get out. And I take full responsibility for it. I do those pipes, I sell them, and they should be perfect as I can make them. And that was not what I represent. And I was really embarrassed. So he says, like, no. He says, I'll take care of it. He says, I can't wait for my next pipe to come in from you, which he's got a jumbo billiard coming in. But it made me think, and I was like, well, how could I have missed that? How could I have missed that? We'll be right back in a second with how can I have missed that. I'll be right back. All right, so we're back. So how could I have missed that? And I'm thinking to myself, I've never had anybody complain about anything. How could I have missed that? And I started thinking, and my safety glasses, which I use for work and for, when I polish and stuff like that, the pipes, the lenses are starting to get a little scratched up, so they're not so clear. But I do like 3 points of quality checks when I do the pipe, and I think it's great, which is usually later at night, and I'm tired, and there's no excuses. And so then when I come home the next day, I check it out again, make some adjustments if there needs to be some, and then we have the final shipping process, which I have the pipe or pipes sitting here. Again, I look them all over. I hand polish them again, make sure there's no fingerprints or anything on them, and boom, box them up, and out they go. And I'm thinking, man, how could I have missed that? I mean, it's only a tiny little mark right where the stem meets the button. And maybe a couple little tiny sand marks that I might have missed. I'm like, how? I don't miss that shit. And I'm thinking, all right, it's starting to get darker. Earlier, a lot earlier, where we had really full light till, 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And I've got a lot of my final checks are done here at the kitchen table, and the lighting is not as great as I want it to be. I don't have the correct bulbs in it because I have a dimmer switch on it, and so they're really not bright. And I was like, all right, okay, I got it figured out. Yeah, it's my fault. Yeah, the night is coming in, and darkness is coming in sooner and so forth. But, I got to fix that. So tomorrow, I'm going to buy the brightest bulbs I can buy that are for a dimmer light, which I have. And, so we'll definitely correct that. Yeah, I was just a bit more than a bit embarrassed. And like I said, I offered him a full refund and so forth. He's like, no, it's no big deal. I just wanted to let you know. So I am a perfectionist, but, well, when you find a problem in the production process, you don't cry about it. You offer the customer a full refund, or you offer them ship it back. I'll pay the shipping. I'll fix whatever complaint you have on it, and then I'll ship it back to you for free. Or and then you have to figure out in the production process, how did that happen? Where did things go wrong? And how can I not let that happen again? And that's what we've done today. Yeah. Anyways, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. I've rambled on long enough about my mistakes. Look at that fucking monster. Look at that next to the large bowl. A jumbo bowl. Yeah. So we're going to meet and exceed Anthony's expectations, because that's his pipe. It's going out to him. It's going to be as perfect as I can make it for you, brother. Anyways, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. Love one another. Anthony, thank you very much for letting me know about that. I appreciate that. Customer feedback's very important. I'm a perfectionist. I want to do the best job that I can do. I don't do anything that's mediocre. Over and out.